Alright, hi everyone. Felix here. Yeah, I don't know, I just had a nerd stream, so we're here. Yeah. Not gonna be doing too much. Just gonna be doing some R2 stuff, and I don't know if we're gonna be, I don't know. Might not be that long, might be a long ass stream, I have no idea. Just depends on how long I feel like going. It's gonna be a pretty chill stream overall. I mean, I got the chill weed music going, you know how it be. Yeah. I mean, last night I played this game until like 4 or 5 a.m. So, you know. I mean, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it is my favorite game of all time. Even with like Smash Ultimate being the game I have played probably. Well, actually, it's pretty close between these two actually at this point. But, you know. Yeah. I don't know, it's been a second since I guess streaming my last stream wasn't that long ago, but you know, those last 3 streams were kind of like, I was thinking about making those just like the last ones I do ever. I mean, obviously I was never going to really stick to that. I'm not committal enough for that, but you know, it was a thought that I had because, you know, it's not like, it's not like these streams really matter to anyone, so like, you know, might as well just like stop, but you know, it's me. I'm not someone who stops just streaming here, right? No matter how pointless it is, I'll keep going. You know, we're just gonna make some small adjustments, I think, for most of it. I am gonna try to get like a series on YouTube to start up. I do need like some small updates though to the arena I'm gonna be using, which I've asked for. And it might take a while for those to happen, so, you know. It probably won't happen for a while, but it'll be on the radar. I'd say more information when I get it, but we'll see if I even get if it goes anywhere. Because there's a good chance it just doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it's a sequel to the original series I did with Felix's Beetle Brawl. So like, it's not like it's like, oh wow, a super unique and interesting idea. No, it's just me continuing it. These are clipping a bit, but honestly it doesn't really matter, because the thing is with these is that you just kind of need to exist. Because the thing is, if you hit up here, this thing is fucked. It's entire, I mean, it's not even that tall, so honestly it's not even that difficult for a lot of robots to hit. So it's mostly just if you're a lifter you're fucked fighting it, but if you're not then it's whatever. And even then the spinner isn't that strong, so honestly this thing is kind of bad, but meh, I like it. I think it's funny. Hello Funky. I just kind of wanted to make a 4-wheel drive huge like because I thought it was funny. I don't know. I had an idea, went for it, and then it sucked. So, you know. Kind of how it goes with a lot of things. What be going on here? Mostly just me fixing up some or like, I guess, I don't know if it's really fixing, it's just kind of making some minor tweaks just to make sure they're all good. Oh, that actually is not full thickness. But making it full thickness is gonna make it overweight, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I mean, I like having everything at like full thickness, so yeah, let's just make like these TPU, because they honestly don't do much. I mean, they do help it like not die on the side, but also if it's on the side, then it's kind of... How long did you sleep? Not that long, honestly. I mean, I don't know. I think I went to sleep at like, I don't know, like 5:30 or something, and then I slept till like maybe like, I think probably like 11 or something, or 11 or 12. So not too long, but you know. Not the least sleep I've had. I think it's good enough. I don't really need to update it too much. We have these two. Yeah, I made... These are just for AI, because when they're AI, they need to be teamed with a player slot. Very quiet. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like... I just don't feel like going, like, being like... I'm not really in the, oh wow, I'm gonna be super excited, hype, energy, whatever. I'm just kind of vibing. I don't know. But yeah, we have these two. These are like the exact same robot, except, you know, different colors. They just kind of have these shit horizontals that don't really do much, honestly. I mean, pretty much every time that when I've tested them, pretty much every time it just kind of, they go up the wedge, get stuck here, and then nothing happens to either robot, really. So, you know. Honestly, I think them being like a wedge duo would probably work better, but And with mistake, yeah. I did make like... I didn't fully remember what it was, but, you know, I tried to make some like upgrades so it wasn't garbage, and it's still garbage, but, you know, it's... I tried to make it like it actually gave it normal like stuff. So, you know, the weapon isn't just fucking cardboard. I know you want the cardboard weapon. I am going to... I wanted to actually do something. It also has polycarbon instead of just empty. Also, it has layers, so it doesn't just die instantly, because that's kind of what happens. Kind of need layers for a lot of these things. But yeah. This thing is probably the most chaotic one I have. I think I made this before I streamed last, so... You know, it's vaguely chaotic now. Yeah, no, this thing does not... I thought there was one that was, like, huge, like... I don't know. Over is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I just have to put in... Yeah, I don't know. This thing is just not very good, but it's funny, so, you know. It is, I think, my third drum with Beat Goes On, also Beat Goes On, and the first one I ever made, which is Drum of Hype, which is pretty much just as chaotic. It's just kind of... That's its turning... This is how it turns. Barely. It's very bad, but, you know. It's kind of funny. It's terrifying if it can hit something, it's just, can it hit anything with that turning radius? If this thingy-majiggy... I kind of hate the name, but, like, you know. I think it's kind of neat that I was able to make this work. Yeah, I mean, there are two things. Like, I have either... I can do that, or I have one that actually spins the arms, too, because it is on a powered motor, because that is kind of how you have to make these things. So might as well make it more powered. So yeah, I have that option to just put it on the motor on, but I don't know. 1,000 chance to hit Gambo, yeah. Yeah, right now I just have this on like a second toggle. I might put it, yeah, you know, we're gonna put it back on the main toggle, so it just always is like this again, because I mean, I like the double hit chance, but yeah, I think it's probably better just to have it on always. This is the newest, one of the newer ones I made, and I really like it. I just think it's kind of neat. I don't know. The name I'm not really happy with, but, you know, I like it. I mean, look at that base. Beautiful. Well, I guess I did make like a few heavyweights recently. I mean, like, I made two. One is Gareth 2.0. A complete rework of robot Gareth that I made a while ago. For weight fix. And then I made it have a big ass saw. Like, look at that saw. That's, I don't know. I like it. That one, yeah. And then, so yeah, that's the new Gareth I made. And then we can go over here, go over here. And there it is. There's the old Gareth. A pretty similar looking robot. I still need to do the wheels for the new one. Honestly, I did the wheels pretty well for this one, huh? So yeah, two. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal this wheel design because it looks really good. Yeah, we have 2 quarter cylinders. Why name it Gareth? I don't know. I don't remember why I named this thing Gareth. I just thought it was a nice name. Yeah, I haven't given this thing real wheels yet, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, no. I think they're just one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do what we normally do. We're gonna start with cylinder, put that at 5, put that at 0. Okay, actually, let's put it at 0.4, just to make it a little bit easier. Watch out, here comes, yeah. This thing has had like a weird amount of success in the, I mean, it's not made for like the main comps. It's made for a, thing. Well, I mean, in R2, there's like classic comps where you have like limits on stuff. So you can only use like specific motors, specific materials, and whatever. And it's like specific. You're trying to get it to be like the same era as like old Robot Wars and BattleBots, which is, so you know, you're gonna have more limits. So yeah, let's grab. Was there a wheel size limit in the classic Clash rule set? Let me quickly check. Did I? Yeah, I don't think so. Let me just make sure though. Let me. Oh wait, there are. Okay, there it is. I did not notice it was all the way on the bottom. Alright. Does this thing spin lower than 120? Yes, it does. Alright, good. This useless ass saw blade that I added because I thought it was funny. And it's carried on to the new design. I just like the saw blade. But I didn't see any. Alright. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, there isn't. The saw blade is the most important part of the character. It's like kind of like Sonic, yeah. I mean, it doesn't do anything, and it's just kind of there for aesthetic reasons because it doesn't really do any damage or help in any way. When this thing is mostly just, honestly, this thing is mostly a wedge, and it can sometimes just. Actually, I think this version might be worse at that because it don't have like that direct front hinge. Because the original could front hinge a lot of the time. This one, everything is kind of just blocking it from being able to. So it's much more of a hammer in that sense. Maybe I should lead into that with like getting it like some stoppers. This chip damage, yeah. I mean, it can technically deal damage. It has weapon power. If this thing hits you, it can theoretically deal damage. It is 1.3 kilograms of saw blade. It's just that it's 1.3 kilograms of a saw blade against like metal. So it's not going to do anything. And then the hammers, they're to mostly control things, because hammer damage is not a thing. I mean, technically it is, but it's bugged out, so people just disable it. I mean, it's been bugged for a while. It's just kind of, it seems just like it's difficult to actually add correctly. Yeah. I mean, there's still some shenanigans I have to do with this. I definitely have to do some, like, updates to the entire robot, but, you know. We got most of it functional. I like the wheel guards I made. Not perfect, but, you know, I like them. Alright, let me just make, like, 6-cylinder wheels for, like, the main part. Let's just do, like, 1 layer of 6 cylinders. And we can just, like, adjust size as needed. So the first one needs to be a total of 1.25. So let's make these like 1.5. And we make these 0.5. 1.5. We got another one. 0, 0.1. That. Rotate that. Yeah. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know. I guess it's just late night stuff where it's just like, wow. Insane. That's at 300, right? Yeah. So we should probably make this polyurethane. Drink up, white boy. Oh. Did you rename that? Okay. Yeah, I'm going mainly on my, on OBS stuff, just so I'm not, like, confused about, like, when messages are or whatever, because I've multiple times just been like, oh, wow, incredible, wow, a message, insert message here, and then I just kind of, like, fuck it up, because it was an old message. So it just kind of looks, so I just look stupid. I mean, I already look stupid, but, like, you know, more stupid. Let's see, how does this look? Oh, we want 5 by 0.5. And we want to move this 0.5, 5. There we go. And then you lower this to 0.1. Alright, that looks pretty solid. We want to grab a cylinder quick before, so we have like a general guide to like, what it's going to look like. So it's going to be 0.4, 5.4. Alright, there we go. Then we're just gonna make this part decoration, and we're just gonna make it silver. And we're gonna grab a hollow cylinder, large. And then we're just gonna put that in the middle. 0.4 by 0.4. And 0.1, perfect. And then we're just gonna end decoration. That, yeah, there we go. And then this part, polyurethane black. And again, that. Rotate this. That. 5. And there we go. And that's the first wheel's done. Oh, that is actually like very clipping in. Okay. I actually do have to like move these out a little bit. Or hopefully does that. The clipping there. Yeah, it's still clipping a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think I can move these a little bit out. Right. Out again. There we go. Cool. So where's, oh, it's at exactly 0 now. That's cool. Alright, let me move this up one. Then let's grab this. And then I'll just that there. Then put this back at 0. And that is one wheel done. And these are, I think, the same length. Yeah, they're 0.4 and 0.4. So we're gonna make all of these go to point. Right. And there we go. Alright, neato. And that should be enough for these final wheels. Yeah, Gareth did weirdly well in Doom, even though it didn't have like a real weapon. I mean, sometimes just having a good wedge does get you pretty far. I mean, even then, it wasn't even like the best wedge. It just kind of somehow won fights. I should also make my old classic robot. That was called Loop. It was actually a decent robot. It just kept falling into the pit, so it kept losing fights by that. Because I was a shit driver, mostly. But, you know, we can pretend it was the robot's fault. There are videos of it. I can pull them up, but I'm not going to because I don't care enough. You know. Honestly, it was pretty funny just to see, like, it, you know, it was doing well, or I don't remember exactly how well it was doing in a lot of those fights, but you know, it was doing all right, and then just falls into the pit like an idiot. I should probably be making more wheels like this because, like, they look really cool. But yeah, there we go. You have wheels done. A few updates have done just so I could get the wheels there fully correct. Got our wheel guard, got our little face here. Yeah, everything's functional here, which is good. Think that should be fine. Then we're probably gonna want to do some more stuff here, just, you know, especially with like how exposed it is and like this motor being a bit but you know, that's for later. We do have extra weight though to play around with now. I could make these like aluminum. I'm not against making these all like aluminum. Yeah, might as well. We have a lot of weight to play with because I made this. This thing is like way underweight in a lot of places for some reason. Like, I made this all magnesium alloy, and you know that's quite a. And that was quite a bit of weight, surprisingly, but, you know, not insane. Honestly, these are mostly just here because of the previous version. They don't really serve a purpose on this one. Like, I guess they defend against top attacks, but, you know, otherwise it's not too useful. Here's what the saw does to a crate. I guess I should probably grab the AI editor. Pick 1, 2, I guess. These invertible balls. Power weapon is a hammer. Yeah, that... Yeah, if I just put this on AI, it's just gonna use the hammer, which is honestly the correct option, so I probably shouldn't change that. Like, I kind of want the AI to use the spinner, but, you know, it doesn't actually do anything really, so probably a bit better just to let it do that. You know, this is all like aluminum. That's mild steel. You know what, fuck it. All this can be mild steel. Why not? It weighs... Note for this, 80 kilograms is the limit. So, you know, the fact that we're at only 77 is, you know, interesting. Make it all cardboard, so it could be like... So that would make it weigh absolutely nothing, and it would make it very, easy to destroy, which is not exactly what I want. Alright, there we go. That works. So, you know what, let me just see what happens if I try to, let's drive Gareth against Gareth. I mean, I have Rat Trap. Oh, wait, no, not that's Porcu. Rat Trap. I have this thing, which is also a classic bot, but, I've tested against it. It's very difficult, because it's such, like, it's such a, low robot, and it's just all wedge, so it's just basically impossible to hit it with the saw. I mean, the wedge works fine enough, and I did actually do some testing to make that work, but this should make... This saw should be a better robot to, like, saw against, right?
2, 1, battle.
Like, yeah, you see the saw does not work on that AI. Which is fair enough, because, you know, there's no reason for it to need to. I think I do have actual... I think I do have arm damage on right now, actually. So there might be some, like, hits that do something, but probably not, because this thing is just so durable. I basically just made a tank, right? Also, originally the hammer was much more powerful, but then I did some, like, updates, so it's just kind of less powerful, because I wanted to... Because the original one didn't actually have the saw, but I was like, I kind of want the saw. I want the saw because I think it's funny. The useless back saw blade is just kind of a funny thing to add. Even if it doesn't, it just does nothing. Origin Arena, please. Origin Arena, please. Let me out. Alright, let me just home button this. I wonder if I can get this in there, I can like clip the belt and just build a hammer. Yeah, this thing does nothing, no damage with that saw does nothing, dude. I don't think it's hit multiple times, but yeah, even against like mild steel, it's just not quite enough. And I think it is also just mild steel, because I didn't want to make it. And I could have made it tungsten carbide, I think. And maybe I should do that. It's funny. It got a decent, like, lift somehow. And yeah, if I... Yeah, those things are actively detrimental, I will say, for this thing. Like, if I just removed them, I think it is better, but I wanted to keep the Gareth essence, right? Like, even if it's worse, it just feels too... It's just too big of a design thing for me to remove, right? And also kind of works as, like, a grab, or, like, a thing to just, like, grab the opponents so they don't just, like, drive off. Which I think is good. I think it's a cool little feature. You know? But yeah. That's enough of that. I could try making another one. Might as well also show off the speed builds I've done before. We have these few, we have done 10 so far in weight fix. This one won its one, but that's mostly because every other robot sucked. I mean, if it got flipped on its side, it just died. So it wasn't great, but, you know, it was fun. I think True Chaos got second in its one. Do you think if robots were sending, they'd look at these battles and go, oh, that's score of my comfort character? Probably. Yeah. This fucker, I love this thing. That's this thing is funny as hell. It's not good, but it's funny. But yeah, no, that's probably how they would. I gave it a top hat. It made it just obscenely wide for no good reason. It doesn't do anything other than be wide, which is, you know, incredible. Maybe I should make this into an actual robot instead of just a speed build, but eh. Oh yeah, this folder is empty because I was originally going to do some BattleBots remakes in the Fix, like I did in the original one. Most of them are long gone because originally I just had them, and then for some reason a lot of them just disappeared. It just said fuck you, and just... there they go. I mean, you can find them all, like what they looked like, because I did stream it all. But you know, they're all long gone from here, which is a bit unfortunate, but whatever. What can you do? Oh yeah, we have our BOA stuff. You can see how my robots have been damaged in this tournament that I entered. This thing is dead, but you know, you can... How much is damage? Okay, so it's... Yeah, honestly, it just needs a receiver. And it's like, receiver, I give it that. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That's very fixable. Doesn't really matter, because the thing is, I'm not... It's already out of the tournament, so I don't care. Because that was Tedder's last thing. Now we have ice level and its damage, which I think it was just like a wheel slice in this top plate somehow. But it lived. It made it through that, so I don't really care. Yeah. We actually have like a few in the Fix. Not a ton that are actually good. I probably need to do some updates to this fucker. This was actually my first ever featherweight that I made. I made it a while ago. But you know. It's not very good, but I've kept it around. Because I was able to make it in Fix. Or was able to fix its weight enough. Without doing much. So it's here. Doesn't do much, just kind of sits around. Sits around looking stupid. That's a big ass spinner. Like, how much? Like, I mean, all it has is this 3 kilogram spinner spinning at 100 miles per hour. And like, that's all it does. That is all it has. Because if it does not have armor, it does not have much of anything. It just kind of has this large ass spinner, and if it doesn't win by that, it dies. Which is honestly pretty funny. I could probably update this thing eventually and make it less terrible. Honestly, an Earthly, you know what, maybe let's do that. Let's make an Earthly Earl 2.0. Fuck it. That's what today's stream is going to be about. Don't have a ton of attachment to it because I don't think did I ever enter into a tournament? Let me actually check. Let me go to the RR2 server. Oh, I did. I would actually want to fight. What the fuck? In 2022, it did enter into a mini comp at some point somehow. And it somehow won a fight. I don't... Okay. Alright, so it's been a second since I made a featherweight, because I've just mostly been making beetle weights and then making a few heavyweight just just to try to get those working. Let's drop these. So we're making an undercutter. It's gonna be pretty flat. Its main thing is gonna be its weapon, but we do need to have some decent drive to get the weapon to be effective. Because if you just have, okay, yeah, gearbox small is the correct answer here. Because if you just have a weapon and no drive, then what are you really doing? What are you gonna? How are you gonna hit people, right? And we just need one of these. And then let's grab a gearbox small. And we'll just be rotating this 180 degrees. Right now it's on 10, which isn't great, and I'll update that later. But you know. There we go. All right. Scout that. So this one has 58, 90, and 90. So I think we want these for the main drive. Move these over here. So we want to put that like there. And then the weapon actually has less. It only has 58, but let me check. These go up to 80, which isn't quite enough to like be to max it out, but I don't really care. And then this one I can just put that. Can I just like put that under? Yeah, I definitely can. I can just put it here. That works. Neat. I should probably lower this down a little bit. Actually, we're gonna need to have it like have something going on, right? We'll put it like that actually. Perfect. I don't know how good that's gonna look or how it's gonna be, but we'll figure it out later. All right, then we're gonna need to grab some battery power. 44 can only take 14.8, so we're just gonna defer to those two. Oh, whoops. Actually, we can probably just grab a single battery here. Actually, no, we're using these. We're using 2S's. We are making this thing relatively small, I think, which is a bit different than the original, but you know, I now know how to make more compact robots, so I've been doing that. That's kind of my thing at this point. I mean, I've always made some pretty compact robots because I'm always scared about making them too large and stuff, so I would just make them way too small. It's a bit of a problem, but whatever. Maybe I'll get size right at some point, but nah, probably not. Gives me terminal block. You move over, yeah, and then we add a receiver, and we just put that probably just like over here, and perfect. Okay, cool. So now we have the basic parts down. Then we move this down one. Alright. Yeah, that should work. Probably also move those up. Then we can also... So now it's basically just time to get some drive stuff done. Yeah, one should work here. Not sure how big the weapon's gonna be. And we're also gonna have that cube. And I think now it's time to just do that. We can pretty simply just... Okay, let me... Yeah, that's actually, like, pretty well placed. Alright, so we're gonna make this 0.5. We're gonna move this down by 0.5. And then we're actually gonna do a little bit of something different than what I did on the original, because I just thought of this idea because of how this thing is shaped. And honestly, it kind of works with the theming. Because making it a bit more cylindrical makes sense to me. Yeah, we can probably widen this out a little bit more. 1.9. That seems to make sense. Just so we have a bit more space for the walls, right? Just make sure I wasn't just like over focusing. Okay, yeah, no. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this isn't the most interesting stream, I know. You know, it never was gonna be. R2 isn't really the most interesting game to watch, especially like at like normal speed, right? But you know, I'm having a good time here. That's kind of what matters, right? It's not like anyone's gonna be like watching these long term. So, you know, that's kind of the most important, that I just have fun with it. Because if not, no one's really having fun, eh? And not even in like the, oh wow, if you're not having fun, then everyone watching is gonna notice. But no, it's just boring as hell, so no one... I'm just boring as hell, so no one's gonna watch if I don't. Or no one's really gonna care. If it works, it's my age and just kind of... Alright, moving this in. There we go. And then we're gonna move this. Then move that up. Then move that over one more, and there we go. Oh, oops. I forgot to put it at 0. There we go, 1.9. That was the correct one. Alright, cool. Then we're going to grab one of these. And we're going to move like here. There we go. Alright, that works. Alright, that works. Yippee. Alright, and then we can add ourselves a hull cylinder near that. Probably on, yep, Z-axis. I am probably very strange for saying Z as an American, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's just 0.95. And this one is 0.35. That, perfect. Move in there. These, oh. Yeah, that's 0.2, but not one. So I need to move these down. Alright, there we go. Oh, whoops. It's a bit jank right now, but we'll fix it probably. Alright, that works. Oh yeah, we should probably make this actually. So we get that. Oh, like that. We want this to be like right over it, right? More, and there we go. Alright. Oh yeah, that is very off, right? Because we want it to be a bit more forward, probably. So let's get a small belt transmission. And small in it. It's like enlarging but different. I don't know why that's my go-to thing now. My go-to thing when I see when I say that, but you know it is. So y'all have to deal with that. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. This thing, I've heard the song so many times just because so many people, like, so many YouTubers use it at this point. And it's like, I don't even really know much about this, it's Wii Party, I think it's just Wii Party 1 on the Wii, not Wii Party U. But people just love the song for YouTube videos. I get it, it's pretty good. Kind of like weird how big of an impact Wii Party U is having. Or Wii Party is having on a lot of like YouTube stuff. I don't know. Kind of weird. But I like it. Weird shit is kind of my jam, so cool. I mean, if I just like put this in, does it? Okay, it actually is like fully sticking together, which is pretty interesting. So I think let's start armoring this thing. I think I might be able to get away with titanium. Weirdly. This thing is mostly weapon, but yeah, no, it seems like I'm very much able to get away with titanium. That might work, and also... Oh yeah, it's much cleaner. And I think that has to actually go like a half step up, but maybe we can just do like that, maybe? Because for some reason that just kind of works for some... I don't know why, that's like the main thing you do. And then we want this, like, yeah, we can very much get away. We might be able to get away with fucking hard ox, dude. It is looking light as fuck. Alright, let's grab that. Keep doing like that. God, Wii Sports is so good, dude. I should play it again. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this thing is like nowhere. This thing is not even remotely close to the original, but honestly, I kind of like that. Because the original is kind of boring. I mean, it was just a box with an undercutter, right? Now this thing is kind of interesting. At least vaguely, right? There's something going on, right? It's still basically just a box with an undercutter, but now it has curves. It's what all the guys want, right? You know, I'm just appealing to the male audience by giving my robot curves. That is a terrible joke. I don't know why I said it, but I did. So I'm going to have to live with that. Alright, there we are. Da, 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 da. Did I just make this entire thing Hardox, actually? This spot. Yeah, we're gonna make this. This thing is gonna be entirely Hardox, isn't it? It is. This is not okay, but it is gonna be what it is. I mean, I guess I could also make this just like a multi-bot. I think I just made this thing way too small, but whatever. Let's add some wedges side as the teeth. No idea what the hell this song is. It's very strange, but you know. Alright, there we are. And there we are. This thing is still so underweight, dude. It's crazy. Like, it is like half the weight, which means we are, I think, basically just, I think we're actually closer to like a hobby weight. How much is a hobby weight again? Oh yeah, let's also give this thing actual, like, drive power. So, now it can actually drive. Okay, maybe not like that. That does not help us in the slightest. This is what RT Game uses as its outro. I recognize that. That's funny. What is it actually from? I actually don't know. I've just kind of like known this is RT Game's outro music. It's We Play. I should know We Play main theme. Why do I not know We Play main theme? That's not a niche thing. Yeah, honestly, I can make this a multi-bot. I don't actually know, like, the exact, like, how much are, like, multi-bots supposed to weigh here? Like, what's the weight bonus usually? I actually don't know. I could probably put it, like, I don't know, like 16 kilograms total, or 15 or something. Because the normal featherweights are just 13.6 exactly. So I think that would be fair enough. I mean, there is a weight limit. I just don't know what it is. But even then, I think this thing is just gonna actually make it under that. So now that this thing is pretty much fully built, might as well see what it does against other featherweights, right? Against featherweights, you know. Throw it against 90% tape. This thing is old as fuck, but you know, I like it.
3.
This is a beta weight arena, so it's not really what it's meant for, but you know. Yeah, I really need to make those lifters actually act as lifters. I mean, they're basically self-writers. The original robot was just a wedge. I made this off of a robot that me and my friend Ellis made a while. I mean, I don't talk to him anymore. I think he still lives near me, but I don't really, you know. We actually had a channel together, Team 90%. I think that's still on my YouTube. So you can just find it pretty easily. That was a fun little time. Kinda miss talking to him, but meh. Whatever. I thought about just like going over to his house and just be like, yo. But nah, I think the time's kind of passed for that. And even if it isn't, it's just kind of like, eh. I'm so bad at interacting with people. It's just like if you think I'm gonna make the first engagement in something, you are foolish. That is just not happening, man. It sucks because like it's like I want to talk to I want to talk to people, right? Like I don't know. Like, yo, Munch, let's collaborate, but no, that's not happening. Or whatever, or insert other person here. Like, I should get to know more people, it's just kind of like, ow. You know, I don't think I'll ever really find the answer to that. This thing does do some damage. It's not like wild damage, because, you know, it is still... It's not the biggest spinner of all time, but, you know, it does decent damage. Could be much worse. But also could be much better. I could increase the size, because that is a thing you're able to do with, like one button press, but meh. Also, it is bloody hot here. I mean, it's probably not that bad in, like, most other places, but the thing is, it goes from cold to, like, really, like, warm, and it sucks. Because you're just never able to, like, because once you adapt to one, it just goes immediately to the other extreme. It sucks. It's so bad. Like, what is the temperature right now? Does it show on my computer, or do I think I'm just gonna have to look at my phone. It's 11 degrees Celsius. Let me check Fahrenheit. I still have to, like, do conversions right now. 51 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's past midnight, so like it is. I'd say that's relatively hot, right? and I mean, I could crack a window open. Not a bad idea, honestly, but yeah. Oh yeah, I held a bit of beat weight comp a while ago. That was cool. I think I uploaded it to YouTube, right? Did I? I think I you know, I definitely did, right? Yeah, the arena test comp. There were a lot of issues that I did because I'm an idiot, but you know. I've uploaded a few videos. Most of them are R2 related at this point. I definitely had a few more. I mean, a lot of them are like unlisted or privated. And then some of them I just deleted before. I could do a BattleBots the whatever new BattleBots thing tier list, but I'm just not, right? I'll do it when like a new actual season comes out. It's like, how many robots was it? Like 24? Like it's less than normal. And then also one of them, yeah, Pro League. Because what was it? So it's, yeah, 6 groups of 4. Yeah, it's 24 and then 2 reserves, one of which was active. So because Claw Viper couldn't make it, and that was pretty sad because Claw Viper's cool. I really like Claw Viper. It was the only non-spinner that was in the comp. And I mean, I guess there's technically another one that you could argue is not, isn't like a true spinner because it's a hammer saw. But like, a hammer saw is still a spinner, right? Like it still has a spinner on it. It's just, you know, it's not directly a spinner. In comparison to like Claw Viper, which just grabbed you and just threw you around. I mean, it was a grapple like this thingy, but better in every way because, you know, this thing kind of sucks as being like a grappler. I honestly really like this thing because it's decently fast. It has funny little grabber. I'd give it like a different AI than I normally do. I also kind of like what I did with like the mask thing. It's not perfect, but you know, I like it. It really just was like 2 lines, but I was like, that looks pretty bad, so I decided to do this. I think I got that. And then we have the X's on the side, which is in reference to like the little X's that are on the side of her jacket. I don't know. I think I did a decent job with it, and I just like tried to make this like her sleeve. So she could like grab you and just like suplex you. I don't know. I thought it was a decent idea, right? Was it a decent idea? I have no idea, but you know, I think it's cool. It's definitely a cool. It's definitely one of the cooler robots I've made, right? Or one of the cooler beetles, I would say. Because a lot of them are pretty basic. I mean, this one's funny as hell. That's actually one of the better ones. But then we have this one, which is a decent one. It's one of the older ones. I think it's one of like the 2 oldest ones I made. I think it's behind like Lifting Horrible, but you know, it's actually not bad. It's a 2-wheel drive bird, so like, you know, only so many ways you can mess that up. Then we have a front to God, which honestly isn't that bad either. Heat Goes On, which is the 4-wheel drive drum. Black and Blue, which are just boring as hell. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a name that's already out, so I don't think that's allowed. But you know, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you can steal robot names. Who cares? Foxy Breaker, which is honestly pretty cool. Like, look at this thing. So silly. Not really silly, but you know. Originally, it was a breaker. It was like full breaker box. It had 4-wheel drive, and then I just kind of like lowered it to 2 because I was like, that's not really relevant. It really didn't use the 4-wheel drive very well, so I was like, I mean, also it was only 4-wheel drive because it was I took the entire thing off of where are you? Wendy little guy. Yeah, it was originally I just used this chassis and then added a motor to the side, and then it became that. But now they are 2 pretty different things. They're still both boxes though. Still both boxes with wedges. They're just kind of like do different boxes of wedges instead of being like, you know, the same boxes of wedges. I love this thing though. This thing is fun as hell to drive. Just go wee. I mean, if I remember correctly, it won my mini I did, which, I mean, arguably you could argue that the judge's decision was wrong, but like, I don't know. I like it's a mini comp. Who gives a shit, right? But yeah, look at this thing. I like it. I love Crushy Boy. Not very good either. Like, the robots without like spinners are usually kind of bad. Like, unless you have like absurd drive like Wedgie Little Guy, it's just not gonna be a good robot. But I like it. Oh, this thing is funny as hell. Can it flip the 15 kilogram crate? It probably can, right? Because it's still... It lifted it off the ground a little bit. Not able to get, like, fully under it, but I think if it did, it could flip it. But yeah, this thing is just up. It has this big-ass flipper, and if you're wondering why there's no armor, it's because I don't have the weight to put armor on. And this is a more armored iteration than it usually is, than was originally, because I figured out some, like, small ways to, like, reduce some weight, but, like, yeah, it has a bunch of flips. But yeah, I just love this thing. It's so silly. Look at it go. I don't know. We is awesome. The ice wall. This thing has never actually functioned at all. So the thing is, like, you might be like, oh, how could it not function? It looks like a pretty basic shell spinner. So first of all, it does this, which is, you know, pretty normal. Spins up, you know, pretty sane. And then it flips over once. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I don't know why this happened. It just clipped into the ground for no reason. Like, you'd expect it just, like, to spin the chassis around while it does absolutely nothing, right? Maybe it does, like, a little bit of gyro, you know, I mean, it still gets the same thing across where it's like, it doesn't do shit. But, I don't know, it just decided to do that. Let me see if I actually, let's add, like, a little, like, self-righting pole that actually is just there to make it stop fucking around. I don't know I doubt this will do anything, but, you know. I'm gonna see if it does. If I flip it over with, like, a self-righting pole, what happens? Also, oh wait, no, it is on the right. Okay, why is it not? Thank you. Oh, that actually works. Oh, it actually fully works. What the fuck? Okay, that's all I had to do. Never mind. That is a nice change I just added, and we are just going to pretend like I was fully intending on that to be a thing, and that was not just a test. And then we have this nylon carbon. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. Anyway, so 6.2. I'll just make it points. Yeah, 6. So, well, yeah, I think we're just gonna do it like this. Then we're gonna mirror it. Oh wait, yeah, because you have to have like a weird little. Oh wait, no, I just put that. Yeah, no, it's not a shell spinner, or not like a ring spinner. Ring spinners are so jank, dude. Like, you can make them work. It's just jank as hell. I mean, you just. I could probably guess why, because like you can't actually put them like on like rails, which are how they work, because that's just not what this game is built for. So you just there's just a bunch of jank stuff that you have to do to make that into a functional thing. Let's just make that 0.1, and let's grab this. And move that. There we go. All right. Then we want to move these up a little so it actually does have the ice wall, right? Honestly, I just thought this concept was funny to just have like an ice wall, a little like flatter for reference. I don't know. And I think it's funny. And it works decently enough, right? I actually, let me update the draw. Oh, also let me. This is all on that, so it should be fine. Yeah, that, do that. Let's see, what is, if I make it like 10 to 2, right? Oh no, that does not help it at all. That, I think, made it worse, actually. Good to know. Actually, what if I just... Oh yeah, that works perfectly fine. Alright. Yeah, that works decently enough. Let me actually check. Okay. So that's what, okay. Cool. Oh, it's gonna go up to 25. This thing is actually underpowered. That's funny as hell. And now it can self-right. That is fucking terrifying. I mean, I could have also just tried to like put like a polycarb dome over it, and that could have been pretty funny. For like the dome, it's really funny. It'd be so, it'd be hilarious, dude. But you know, yeah, we have these like titanium things. Any of these little things, just here to be like, yo, this is where you're supposed to be going. Yeah, now we have these, which is gonna be making this thing actually not bad, probably. Let's throw Ice Wall against something. Because honestly, Ice Wall, originally this thing was just like, I'm not putting it in anything. Because I actually did originally film a season 2 of the series I was talking about. But, and it had 32 entrants, but I had 33 robots, so I just cut Ice Wall because it was just so broken. I should have like the document and also like a lot of, because I filmed all of the group stages. I never got around to editing it, and then everything updated, so I was like, eh, who cares? Okay, here's Tatterer. I just gave it like a pledge config and a bar. Yeah. It's not really built to fight horizontals at all. Like, it is very much just a kill or be killed robot. So yeah, it's just gonna punch it. And that's cool. I like that. And then it's just gonna, if it just falls over, then it's just gonna die. That's how that works. I don't know. I think it's neat. Neat little thing. I don't know. There it goes, bouncing more and more. Oh, and I think it just died. So actually, this is where we get to why I need, what update I need. So you can see it is very dead. It is out of the arena. It cannot get back out. It will not, the fight will not end. Because want to see what happens. So it will keep attacking the wall. Actually, is Tatterer actually going to be counted out at all? Because it might just be throwing itself around too much. But I mean, the fact that they just keep like backing off, and then it just resets the count, and then which would normally it would be fine, but my insane heat structure, which includes 48 robots, now I am arguably making too many. But you know. Oh wait, you posted a photo on her Instagram. Let me check it. All right. Incredible. Yeah, Emily does not know, huh? That's fun. Yeah, because I know about the Instagram. Oh yeah, I was gonna make this thing or something. I forget what it was. But then I just never finished it. I have a paint bucket. This was for Bottober, and I just never finished Bottober. I mean, I did finish one Bottober. I finished 2024, and I just made like a few. Honestly, what I made for this one wasn't that bad. I'm kind of happy with what I did for this Bottober, especially the Invertinator. I should make this into a Wayface bot because it was cool as hell. Like, look at this thing. That's sick. Also, I like that it just says the. It doesn't actually like fully work, but you know. Yeah, I made a few things. Uncharted Train, Titan Time. This one actually plastic, so I just like. But I made it too small. Then we had Sunburn, which is so overweight now, which is unfortunate. I mean, well, I mean, it was super overweight, and I just tried to like update it, and it just still doesn't work. Shot on camera, RV, road bump. The wagon's probably one of my best, my funniest little guys, right? I mean, it's not good, obviously, but it's very funny. Cause like, look at this thing. You just go wee. Its spinner is actually decently powerful too. Like, it's 2.2 kilograms going at 175. So like, you know, could be much worse. And the speed is wild. Like, holy shit. I really hope there's more featherweight comms so I can just throw this thing, or there's another featherweight mini so I can just throw this thing in as a joke. Because I don't know, I just think it's funny to throw in. But also, I probably need to get some updates for a lot of the other ones. Because I haven't really updated my feathers in a while. We got Boredom, which is a robot of all time. I just try to make... I forget, actually, which one came first? Did I make this first or the other one? This thing's... Yeah, it's got an ear-piercing sound, which incredible. Everyone loves the ear-piercing sound, right? But no. I forget if I made this or the other one first. I think... Yeah, I think I made a robot of all time, and then I tried to make a robot of all time into a featherweight. Called it Boredom. And then... Yeah. And it just never... It's honestly not bad. It's entered a few competitions. I don't think it's actually on the win yet. But I don't know. It's not bad. It just kind of like... Just doesn't quite get it. Jesus Christ, these are not the same robot at all. Holy shit. He did not do what I wanted there. That is not a 2.0 version of Earth Literal. That is a different robot. We have Gariflight, which I made for Bottober. I really like Gariflight, honestly. Look at this thing go. It's so funny. So fast, dude. It's unreasonably fast. It's what just hops off the ground so easily, too. So it's never going to get under anything. And it has this little... I don't know, I like this thing. Funny. Will it win a fight ever? Absolutely not. But it's fun. And that's what really counts, right? It's a fun robot. It has 6-wheel drive. If I gave it 4s, honestly, it could be decent, but, you know, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. So you have Ice Level, which is actually a weirdly good robot, which I was not expecting, honestly. Oh yeah, I made Street Racer into a... Or not Street Racer, Sunset Racer into a featherweight, didn't I? And it has so many forks, dude. It is crazy on the forks, and then it just has this 2-kilogram spinner going 200 miles per hour. I think you can... Can this thing self-ride? I actually don't know. Because the original, like, struggled with that. And if it can't, then it can still just, like, drive on, like... No, it can't. Yeah, no, it is not self-riding. I mean, it's mainly just like don't get flipped, so you know. And then I did actually try to make a Street Racer, which is a different robot. That is into a featherweight. This is a beetleweight that I tried to upgrade. Try to get a beetleweight into a featherweight, and it is so fast. It is so cool. I just can't get it to like. Actually, let me update some stuff here. See. Okay, yeah, it has a few. It has a few parts. It's not insane, but you know, it could be worse. Oh yeah, I tried to get like these little like exhaust pipes to be stabilizer because I thought that was a decent idea. So, what if we make it 10 to 1? Also, let me check if they're like over half volt or whatever. Nope, they're just very powerful motors. So, oh, that's even faster. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this thing is just very quick, and I think I just have to slow it down for it to be like a competent robot. So what if I just do like 10-2? And like, I mean, also this would be driven like parsec or by AI, which both cannot handle the speed. And yeah, there we go. That's much better, right? Yeah. There we go. Let's also see if it can get under crate. Yeah, that should work. I like this thing. It's just kind of neat to me, right? It's never gonna be as low as like lifting or actually flipping feather on as in the featherweight skill. But you know, and we have a family of flipping Incredibles. We actually got like a little photo, a family photo of it. Can they fit in the Beetle Brawl arena? I think they can. So yeah, flipping Incredible 9. We have lifting Horrible. We have flipping feather there. And we have lifting horrible BW. I think we have more, but you know, we can only add 4 on this. Actually, is there more? I mean there was more, but I think these are just the only ones that are here on Weight Fix. Yeah, let's take a little family photo, eh? Just feels right to take a little family photo.
1, go.
So we have this guy right here, right there. Actually, wait. All right. So we're gonna have to restart that just so we can. I'm gonna need to do some more updates to Flipping Incredible 9, because it is a bit up. Lifting Horrible honestly did pretty decently in its one tournament that it entered, because there's just not many heavyweight tournaments, but it did enter one. Oh, whoops! Forgot to make that. All right. Also, let me put Flipping Incredible on this one, just because it decides to just shed apart for some reason. I don't think there's much of a change between these two. I think that one's just better, though. And there we go. Now we should be able to do the photo without any interference from anything.
3, 2, 1, go.
So we have you. And then we want to grab you. Well, actually, no, we want to grab you. And grab you. And then grab you. And let's grab this family photo. And let's, oh yeah, we have to, what is it again? To high HUD, H. And then pop. Look at that. Look at that little family photo of them. I don't know, I like it. I think it's a little silly. I like the sillies. They just get more and more angry. I just like it. Okay. It's been a while since there's like been a ton of there really has not been any parsec comps lately. Interest closed. Okay. Yeah, there's just I do not care about being in a team there. Yeah, there was just an AI. I just entered 2 AI tournaments. Yeah, Angel really needs to stop posting random shit. It's just kind of annoying. Yeah, we'll see how my little I put Rat Trap in because I didn't build Gareth 2.0 yet. So I guess I can show off Rat Trap. I put this into like a mini comp. I have no idea how well it'll do. It's got a funny little axe though, and I like that. It's got a decent wedge too. Like it has everything to do decently. We'll just see how decently it does. You know, let's throw it against the other thing I threw in the mini comp. Because I think it'll be funny. So let's go. I don't know what to call this thing versus Rat Trap. This is not a fair fight. Throw it in. Let's throw it in the UK arena. I think that's the best arena in the game right now.
Teams, prepare for combat. 1.
Oh yeah, that's Liam Haddock, who is the maker of the arena's voice, and it's one of the devs, which is pretty cool. I really like Liam Haddock. Liam, cool dude. Has made making arenas for a while for a lot of different Robocombat games. I think he was one of the later additions to the dev team too, because he was just making a bunch of shit, and you know, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat dude. Yeah, that's also the person who made my arena. I still need to update. This thing is just winning right now. I mean, it lost its hammer, but it hasn't really taken any other damage, or in like some relatively superficial parts. It's just been able to push this fucker around because its wedge is such a good. Okay, maybe I should make like an actual like pitch button active. There's pit over there. When I first saw that, I thought that was the drop zone. I thought that looked like a drop zone, but no, it's the pit. The other part is, if you're wondering what the arrow thing is, it's a floor flipper. We'll see if it's active, if someone activates it. If Rat Trap does, then it's fucking dead, because, I mean, I guess there's like, it just being like a coin toss if it dies or not. Because, you know, if it gets flipped, it can't do anything, because it lost its hammer, which is its main self-righting mechanism. But, you know, if it doesn't, then, you know, it's chill. Oh, moon. Okay, almost. Oh, that is dangerous a bit, but not gonna go in. More parts are falling off, but it's actually still doing well. It's still just putting it against the wall, because its wedge is really good. And it's like, I don't remember how long I took on this thing's wedge. Oh, there's floor flipper. It's gonna die. Or no, it's not gonna active. It's not gonna be active. There. And then there's also those little spinner things, which I don't think do much, or just be annoying. Yeah, weirdly, yeah, Rat Trap is doing weirdly good. Oh, no, that's not gonna activate, and, oh, not quite. Yeah. It's actually, like, just fully holding its own, though, which is funny. I was not expecting that, really. Yeah, I should make one of these just for, like, an actual, like, main comp thing. God damn it. It got past my filters. Well, let me add an extra setting to my filters then. Because that's new. Alright, nope, there goes another filtered thing. And we are going to delete that now because I'm going to lock this one. And alright, cool. Alright, neato. Yeah, I finally got some more parts off it. Didn't get any until like really late. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn count active back on. Oh yeah, let me go back to colon free. This thing is funny as hell. I like colon free. I entered this thing into a tournament and it got third somehow. Like it just kind of won a bunch of fights for no real reason. And then in its winners finals fight, it just kind of got tapped in the back once and then died. And then in losers finals, it just kind of got its ass beat. Actually, I think it just got thrown out of the arena in like 5 seconds. By a huge like. Because what the hell am I supposed to do against a fucking huge like dude? What am I supposed to do, man? It's a huge like. But yeah, this poor config honestly like really good. I don't remember. Why did this thing die like in one hit? Did it just like? Let me actually like rewatch what it was like its fight, because it should be still. Yeah, it's in tournament videos. I just need to know where in tournament videos. Oh yeah, it's still like the newest one because there has not been any tournaments recently. You just mute that. Oh wait, no, it faced D-Breeze, which I said that was a huge like. No, it's a full wide drum. Which, you know, close enough really. It's still just completely, it just can't do anything, right? It's a full bot. Like the entire thing is a drum, so I just kind of like, I tried my best, but you can't really do anything about it because like the entire robot is just spinner. And I am fighting with a non-spinner. Let's go all the way to the end of day 1. That's what I wanted. Yeah. It beat a horizontal, which was, and it was a close ass decision too, if I remember right. And then let me just keep on going forward. It took, yeah, the first one was, these tournaments are long as hell, by the way. Like 5 hours was day 1. But yeah, this one, it fought for like a good few seconds, you know. First 20 seconds, and they got tapped on that. Tapped on the back once, and it just started smoking. Okay. I think that was the wiring splitter. Yeah, it was probably the wiring splitter. I think I might have updated it, recent update at some point, just so it didn't happen again. It's actually a bit underweight now, weirdly enough, which means we can add something, probably. Yeah, this thing did well, which is weird, because it's a robot made by me, so, you know, like, the most I'm expecting out of it is, like, it can give entertaining fights, because usually it doesn't do more than that, right? We can just make these like tie, I think. There's probably better ways to use this, but I think making the side armor tie is funny. It works well. But yeah, the fact that the last tournament we've had is a hobby weight tournament, and that was like over a month ago, is kind of crazy. Because, I mean, there is a new one that just got announced. We got Brickbots 5.0, which is a heavyweight tournament, and so we're gonna see how that goes. I haven't entered it yet. I could probably get something to enter for it, but I don't know. I could probably just enter like Flipping Incredible. Maybe, you know, let's make some updates. I don't know why I have 2 Flipping Incredibles. Are there any like noticeable changes? I don't think so. So let me see. First of all, what are the main issues with this thing? Because there's got to be a few. First of all, oh yeah, that first of all, what the hell? Why is it? So I think that's the issue. So we're just gonna move that in a bit more. And yeah, now it's fine. Okay, cool. So that's that issue solved. Let me check its armor. Oh geez. Oh wait, no, that's just for that. Okay, I was like, so it's got tie and a full Hardox wedge. Yeah, full max Hardox wedge, which is pretty good. Big ass flipper. Yeah, maybe I'll just throw this in. It'll have to enter the fight for 32, which is crazy. It's gonna be a chaotic mess there. Like, goddamn. People have been waiting for a heavyweight tournament. I think I might just dust off Flipping Incredible, throw it in, and just see how it does, right? Yeah, this one works pretty well. Let's make that 9A for a second, so I remember which one it is, so I can just remove the other one just in case that one's slightly different. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's throw this over, send it to, actually, let me actually make like a quick final check to make sure that it is actually like completely allowed. Completely legal, right? Because there could be a chance that I did like something stupid at some point. And it's just like actually like completely illegal, and it is. And if I enter it, I'm gonna be crucified. I'll be burnt at the stake because I have made a bad mistake. That was sort of something. No, I think this should all be pretty solid. There are some shenanigans here, but I think that should be relatively fine. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me check tanks quick. That is so jank. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. Is that clipping at all? I think slightly. Yeah, that's very slightly clipping. And yeah, we have some, right? Yep, we can see some space. It's close, but I think, yeah, that isn't quite clipping, so we're good. Let's just move these over one. Alright, cool. That should be enough. Alright, cool. So we have that now. We have this. I guess I should probably do like some more checks than just checking the first part, but you know. Some brick bots. Alright. Oh yeah. I still have to. Oh yeah, I have to make sure the wheel parts are. Yeah, this is definitely over the limit, right? So let's see, how big are the wheels? It is 1.1, so it's 2.2. Oh yeah, actually, I should have myself. R2. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 2.2, so we should have, so it's 49 wheel parts total, which is much more than this one. So let's make some new wheels for this. All right. Let's try to make it a little bit fancy, right? No, it's a special occasion, I think. So we're gonna make the first layer pretty basic, you know. 0.2. Polyurethane, so that's 1 out of, what is it again, 39? Yeah, 1 of 39. So 38 pieces left. Then we're gonna add, so I think we're gonna do 2 layers of this, right? And we'll make them 1.5. Alright, let me put that there. And pop, pop. Pop. Yeah, I always do like some extra thing there, because like sometimes it just decides to say no, fuck you. Oh, whoops, that's polycarbonate, not polyurethane. So, I mean, sometimes it's just like you have to do that just so it actually listens to you. I don't know, it's weird. So we're gonna do 2 layers of this, which will give us up to 14 parts. Now we have 14 there, and now it is time to make it a little bit fancy. I mean, we could make it like 21, and we still have like 18 part. Yeah, no, let's do 21. There we go. We can probably just like, click this right on the bottom. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. So now we have that. All right. Let's start making hollow corners. I think we want to get like relatively like thick hollow corners, probably like that. Like that, perfect. God damn it. I do not understand her. She is a confusing individual. So, you know. I mean, arguably that is like the exact opposite of what I said. Uh. Okay, but rotation off? Oh wait, no, I understand. So it has to be like 3, 5, 5. Nope, that is. Oh wait, no. It's 6, 5, 6, 5. Oh, whoop. Eh. But, hey. Uh-huh. Is it? Wait. I guess that works. It's a bit jank, but you know, it'll work out in the end, I think. Okay, so that's the rotation being off a little bit. There we go. Alright, cool. So that should work. Work decently. Have to make a polyurethane. Ooh, what if I did some like shenanigans with the wheels, and make it like one side says F and one side says I. I think that could be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of thinking of ideas, but I don't think that's a good. I don't think I'm gonna go with that. Might just make the inside like. No, that's kind of boring. I want there to be something in here, right? Well, I want. Could go with like just an X, which isn't too interesting, but it's something. I mean, we have 6 parts left to do something, which is more than enough, right? I mean, I could try to like. No, I have an idea. I have no idea if it's a good idea, but I have an idea. Do this last 6. So let's grab a cone. Let's make it like 0.2. Okay, let's make it a little bit easier for me to see it. But yeah, let's put it like there. I'm gonna maybe move this a little bit more, like 0.3 to 0.3. So we're just gonna have like spikes on the side. I don't know if it's gonna work or I mean, it's not gonna work or do anything, but like, you know. Yeah, no, that's gonna look stupid. Never mind. I'm bailing on that. That is dumb. I could try something like this though. This is really like kind of cool. I need to have that like effect, and yeah, that. Wait. Oh yeah, because it's mirrored. Got it. I was like, what? Could do something like that. Oh wait, yeah, because it's mirrored. I was like, what? Why is it like? Okay, yeah, no, it's just mirrored, so it's gonna do some shenanigans. I could do something like that then. That's kind of. No, that does not work. Yeah, never mind. It's a decent idea. I just need to like. I mean, I could do that like on the final wheel, but nah. Nah. Honestly, just keeping it like this though could be interesting. I could also just do it like this. But that looks kind of stupid, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, let me see. So if I... So, it's 0.1, right? No, it's 0.2. Okay. Let's make it 0.19. Alright, and then let's turn off mirror. This over. Put it like there. I'm making it a bit jank, but I do have an idea. I should probably just be putting it on the actual like thing instead of doing all this, but I've committed to it. I am, and I might be scared of commitment, but I am doing it anyway. But I have an idea. Comedy. We can make this like TPU, I guess. And the thing is, the one bad part about doing it like this is that like you can't really see the other side of the like eye because it's supposed to be an F and an I, right? I mean, on the main one we can just update this thing, right? So that's fine. I kind of like the idea of just like drawing it with the wheel. Yeah, we have like this one a little bit more of just like both because it's like shared, right? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like this idea. There's a little like logo on there. Now we can just like, oh, whoops. All right, let me just actually up a little bit. Oh, whoops, that is down actually. There we go. We can just put this like that. Then what happens if I do that? Oh, whoops, again. Just misplacing it. Nope. Okay. Alright, cool. There we go. Oh, that is also and all right. Let me move this down over here. And it is just like it barely even goes. So like, that works. All right, neato. again, I don't know if this comes across as decent, but I like it, so I don't really care. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the final wheel design, at least for this tournament. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that is more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could. You know what? I have an idea. We don't need these to be different colors, right? Oh, whoops, that is. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. It's. I could try. You know what? I have an idea. Let's grab. So do we have? Yeah. All cylinder wedges. That's also pretty neat. Not really helpful to me, but you know. We're gonna have these hollow corners. Gonna mirror them. Gonna make them like that. Oh, whoops, that is. Alright, and then we're gonna put these here. Alright, that over there. That there. Oh, whoops, not quite. Apparently that is not quite. He's like, oh, it's slightly off. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. So plan, decoration, yellow, decoration, lime, and I think that actually looks kind of neat. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. Do I make it glow? Actually, I can make it glow. Kind of like glow. Glow's pretty neat. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at that. Oh, that actually makes it... That looks so sick, actually, yes. That was a good idea. That was a good idea to put it on glow. Alright. Also, let me see if I rotate this so it's actually, like, correct for, like, this specific thing, right? Or two. There we go. 5. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, no, it's just because these wheels are also, these are very off center. Okay. 5, 4. Alright, yeah, okay, well, this is not working at all. Alright, let's see. Is this... Yeah, let's put it on there, I think. It's gonna be a bit more jank if I do it like this, but it should work a little bit better for me in the long term. Also, we could probably do it like something like, or like these things, right? And we're gonna rotate these up. And also let's rotate this back too. That. There we go. Alright. So these need to be at 1.1. Yeah, 5.5. These at 5.5. Oh yeah, let's do the thing I did with the with my little, like, older robot. The old style robots. I think it's still pretty neat. And I don't think the decorations count towards the limit, because I think the wheels, it's just like wheel slices and whatever. Right? Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. And there we go. Alright. Oh wait, these are very high off. There we go. Yippee! Alright, cool. And we're gonna add some glow decoration to that. Cylinder, we can just make it aluminum, and then we're gonna make it silver. And then we're gonna add a hollow cylinder. There we go. I think it. Yep. Okay. Cool. Point 15. The aluminum. Make it gray again. Also, let me make sure it's centered. Yeah, there we go. Neato. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Alright, now we do the thing that we did last time. Except this time, we actually have better lines for it, right? So we're gonna make it glow. Yellow. Do that. Alright, neat up. Then we're gonna grab this. We're gonna make it. Oh, whoops. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then we can make that. Oh wait, no. That looks sick as fuck, actually. Yes. I think I did a good job with this. I don't know. I like it. Alright, now we have to remove all these wheels. Which will take a bit, because these are very stacked wheels, which is not great to remove, but, you know. They're relatively durable until, like, it takes one hit, and then whoopsies, there goes the entire wheel. So let me just move that up. What? Oh. Why didn't it? Okay. Not gonna question that. Alright. There's a bit of jank there, but it's whatever. Just turn off move attach for a second. There we go. Alright, then we can... Alright, there we go. So we actually do want to move attached here, and there we go. Perfect. And there we go. Alright. So now that's all flat, which looks good. Also, this wheel is gonna be heavy, isn't it? Well, whatever. That is... Oh, okay, yeah, we can still get it, so that's all that matters here. Look at that wheel, it looks sick as hell, dude. I am really happy with that, actually. Oh, whoops. Nope. It's this one. Bam. Perfect. Let's see how this looks driving. Aw, hell yes. Hell yes, dude. I love that. That looks sick as hell. I really do like the wheels. That, man. Alright, now let's delete all this, see how much weight making these new, far too complicated wheels got me. I mean, we really have, like, some wheel sizes that matter, and then we have, like, the ones that just are there. There we go. Alright. So we're, like, slightly overweight, but it's not too bad. Like, this is very solvable. I mean, what if I just lower this down? Okay, that doesn't quite do it. But also we could do this. Because it is a bit wide. And also they don't really need to be connected. Alright, we're still... Yeah, no. Make this, like, back. Okay, well, that is too much, actually. What If you just make these like little parts down here, aluminum. Yeah, no, that's pretty much perfect actually. Holy shit. Yeah, these are tie. Nope, there's some jank going on there. Why is it so jank? Oh, okay. Got it. Alright. So yeah, we got that now, which is cool. I really like this thing. Look at this thing. Those lights on the side really add some stuff. What if I tried to add like some more glow onto this thing? Like, just throw like a glowing decoration on top of here. No, that does not work at all. But like, what if I try something like this, though? Just add like an unnecessary like glowy frame thing. Wonder how that'll look. I think this might look good. This completely unnecessary cube. Chat, I don't think this looks bad. Alright. No, yeah, no. Framing it F is not the way to go, right? Okay, so... I want to add more glow, because I think this could look really good with glow. Alright, and then we put this here. I always loved glow, I will say. One of the things that I have on the internet was from a wrestling video game and the YouTuber N60 Sean, where he featured my guy that I made, and it just it's so glowy, dude. It is like absurdly glowy. Not good design at all, but I like to glow, so I made it very glowy. I don't know why I think that looks good. It doesn't mean anything. What if I add it like to the side too? I think it just makes it more than like a basic box, which I like. But even then, it's like still a bit jank, right? Okay, that is very clipping. Let me just turn off scale attach for a second. Okay, that is so jank. There's so much jank on this thing. Okay, so we are very much in need of so many fixes. Oh god. Alright. Let's do that at... Okay. There, that's a lot of jank removed. Not all of it, but a good amount. Oh no. Okay. Still a lot of jank. Oh, alright, this is now a bit off. Let's do that. Also move this in a little bit more, because it really just does not need to be as back as it is. I mean, it doesn't need to be that forward either. It's like, you know, it's still a flipper. It's gonna... It's not really protecting anything, but, you know... Actually, wait, I have an idea. This is gonna look so much better than it did on the back. It's pretty skinny overall, but like, works out pretty well. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright. And there we go. And one more. Alright, neato. It is backwards over here, but honestly, I don't hate it. I mean, this part doesn't mean anything at all. I mean, I could make this like an F on both sides. And then just like make this part like the... Wait, hold on. That might be a genius idea. That might be so much better, actually. Alright. Alright. There we are. Let me move this in a little bit. No, that does not look better. Yeah, that looks much better than what I was trying to do before. It has the name 3 times. Actually, wait. So, hold on. What if I add a second one? Put it right there. And we unmirror how this works. Yeah, 13 there. Then we remove all of like the jank stuff. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh yeah, we have to like fully change that, don't we? But let's just see how much I can do with just like specifically this part. Actually, no. Also, yes. Okay, so we turn off mirror. Put that there. And there we go. Perfect. Alright, so I got that. I got that. Just move a little bit over, but I'll probably move it like one in then. Move that back one over. And yeah, there we go. Perfect. I don't know why. Is this good? I don't know, but I like it, so I don't really care. Oh wait, oh you actually do want to have this on mirror. Wait, this is actually like... Wait, hold on. I actually kind of like this. Because you kind of do have like the little phi stuff. You can, yeah. Kind of works. I don't know. Still a bit jank, but like I like it. Oh. Oh, that is very off. Okay, let me just do a lot of updates to this thing. Holy shit, that is so much weight on literally nothing. All it does is cover up so much. It weighs so much, dude. Not good. There we go. Okay. Much better. Also, why is this one... Okay, let's see. Why is this one jank? Okay, so that... Did that fix it? Really? Hey. I think it might have. Okay. You need to make sure there's no jank, right? Because, you know, if it's a bit off, then it just kind of like... I don't want it. I don't want it to look bad, right? I want it to look cool and good and awesome. You know what? Actually, with this back part, let's write the entire name. Turn off mirror. .5. All right. 8.5. There we are. Move this over here. There we go. And there we go. Hopefully I'm not making this too large. I probably am, but we're gonna hope for the best. This is gonna be a very annoying part to actually do, because it's... We have to do it twice. Let's get a, let's grab one of these, actually. Oh. Actually, it's a hollow. We need to go. Probably want like a hollow 110. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is, but like, you know, we're... $1.5. Alright. Alright, and there we are. Alright, so we have that. Oh, oops. Alright, so what is this? So it's 0.1, 0.2, okay. So. We're probably gonna have to put it like one more side, right? Just so we can... Alright. Alright, wait, so it's on here. Alright. That up. Alright, and then glowing yellow. Alright. That is a lot of effort for that, so we have to, so this is a must do, right? We can't, no turning back from that after doing all that, right? Oh, whoops. Alright, so this is... Wait, so for someone... Alright. Alright. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this thing is very not scaled right now, which is a bit unfortunate for me. Like, this is like kind of the worst possible scaling that I could have, right? Alright. And then up. So we might. Okay, yeah, I got those right. Move those in. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I should have probably like measured it out first. All right. All right. There we go. All right. We got that. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just kind of like locked the hell in right now on this. Because, you know, I actually don't know why. This is stupid as hell. I put that the wrong way. There we go. And also, I guess that means I need to... And also, I'm going to need to switch the... I'm going to move around the entire thing, because it is very much not right. Oh, also, yeah, no, you know, up. So it's more in line with the rest of it. All right. All right. So yeah, we have to move this all over quite a bit. It's a bit annoying, but whatever. We can deal with it. I like that. Oh, whoops. All right. This all the way. Oh. All right, and then we move this over. All right, and that. No, it should be this P, I think. So, That doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I might. Even though I spent so much time on this, I might actually have to scrap this because I don't know if it's gonna actually be that good of an idea. Alright. Yeah, let's probably also move this over. Oh yeah, let me turn that off so I can actually see below the robot. I have no idea if this thing is gonna look good with... I think there's a lot of just completely unnecessary decals. Because like... Do I need to add this? Not really. Is it gonna look good? I don't know, probably not. But, you know, I spent time on it, so... Might as well finish it up, see what happens. You know how it be. Or maybe not. I don't know. You don't know me. I don't know you. You don't even exist. I'm alone on this desolate earth. Alright. Oh, wait, whoops. The next letter after. I guess I still need this part, but also we probably want to like end small on it. It's like enlarge and different. I'm going insane. That is a very normal occurrence at this point, which is probably not a good thing. That is not what I wanted. There we go. All right. And there we go. Okay, that eye is very long. That is unnecessarily long. Okay, let's tone it back down a little bit. Yeah, that is a bit too tall for that. C. Also a bit long. There we go. A little better. That. Alright, cool. Alright. And there we go. Yeah, no, this is not worth it. This is not worth it at all. God, this is just... I like how I did this. I think that's cool. It does not work. Took way too much time and just... Yeah, no. Yeah, we removed a lot of jank, so that's good, but then I added more jank. So now I have to remove that jank. Going great, chat. We're doing great. Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, cool, cool. Okay, why is... There we go. Much better. I was like, what? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. What? Okay, so something... So something in the robot is now not functional. Because I did something. Now I have to figure out what it is. Motor should be fine. Batteries, maybe? Batteries are very connected. That is connected. Been forced to connect a little bit more, but you know. Hey, we have so much space under here, actually. I mean, the flipper's firing. Yes, he should be connected, but yeah, I can just down one. Well, I don't know. That is weird. That did not happen before. Oh, it is the motors. Oh, they're just not connected to the ground for some reason. Even though they should be. There we go. Okay, that's all I had to do. Just minor change. All right. I was so confused because I was like, "What?" No. Yeah, we don't need this top stuff. As cool as I thought it was, yeah, it's not really necessary. I mean, it's a simple robot. Honestly, I'm just kind of overcomplicating a lot of like decor. Yeah, I think we can just keep the wheels as like the one thing that's glow. Yeah, if we make this like aluminum instead, we could probably get some like pretty decent wheel guards going. And I kind of like wheel guards just because they look cool. Like, yeah, they protect the wheels too, but like, they just look cool. That's the real reason I'm adding them, because I think they just kind of look sick. We don't want to cover up the wheels too much though, just because, you know, we want to see the wheels. I think they look really sick. But, you know, we want... Oh yeah, actually we can add some like glow to this too, because I think that could work pretty well. Also, let's move these in. 0.8, okay. Alright, and there we go. Alright. Alright, now we... Alright, cool. Now I have wheel guards and that you're kind of able to see my wheels through. Move it to 1. And there we are. Alright. Oh, these are all different. Wait, what the hell? Oh, got it. Wait. Yeah. Bloody hell. Alright. You know, maybe I just need to develop a cute sneeze. That's how you become popular, right? No, 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 no. Alright, that's actually working pretty well, and then we'll just add one more. Alright. Alright, and right here. Alright, and then we can add ourselves little cubes. This is really just me trying to like remove all the jank, and then now I'm just doing whatever the fuck this is. I mean, I've done so much. Yeah, no, we do not need wheel guards, dude. That is actually... Yeah, no, this is actually gonna make our robot worse. And they don't even look that good. Yeah, we're scrapping these. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll take the titanium back armor. Okay. I could probably make these tie again. I probably only need to make it like a tie bottom player, right? And that is just so much more we can add to like the main armor package, right? Front side armor, you know. Like now we just have this entire like yeah. Product. I'm gonna guess that there we go. And yeah, that is a massive just we can also do that to like these little parts. The little stoppers so people can't just go flying over. Look at that thing. Much better now. We could also try to do some more stuff there, but I think we're kind of good at that. Jesus Christ, it is 3:30. I've been streaming for 3 hours just doing things in RR2, yeah. This... I have problems, man. Like... Oh, this thing is wheeling now. Okay. Yeah, I think that little, like... That front hard ox plate was actually, like, really helpful. Let me see. So that it's not fully stopping it now, but it's definitely helping it. So let me make some of these like the back plates. I can do like that maybe. There we go. Yes. All right. It toned down drive like very slightly, but other than that, yeah. No, I think we got it. I get in there. I like it. It is very much. Just yep, 228. So it's actually. Gonna take a bit, but it's not gonna take that long. There we go. All right, let's try. Yeah, now it's just like fully stuck to the ground. And if it's flipped, yeah, no, it's not. Not get back up. It doesn't run out of flips that fast. I just like having more flips, right? Let's see. What if I do like 3-5? So it's still really quick. And that still does not work. Okay. But like this point free, how about? Yeah, point free just gets back up very quickly. So Okay, so let's just make these back to tie. So we can just make that like front. Oh wait, actually. Yeah, that's... Alright, so we're back to this, which I think was the original part. Or just like that map, yeah. Because we need we need the weight at the bottom for this stupid gimmick. I just need the gimmick to work, right? Like, man, it doesn't need to work. It's not necessary. It works perfectly fine without the gimmick, really. But, like, if it doesn't have the gimmick, it might as well not even have the invertibility. Might as well just have, like, small-ass wheels, and... like, that's boring. I really like what I did with these wheels, though. It's so sick. What if I tried to, like, that so I could get one more Paradox panel? Yeah. There we go. Look at that. That works, right? I think so. Alright. Let's test this thing out. Alright. Let's see. Let's throw it against Gareth, you know? Have some fun. Throw into the China arena. I like the Chinese. I like this arena a lot. The King of Bot style is the sick as fuck. I'll be honest. Like, oh yeah, I forgot arm damage is on. Right. Restart fight. Okay.
3, 2.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because I was pulling the shit out of it anyway, but like, you know. But yeah, I really need to watch King of Bots because, like, it is cool as hell. To not save the arm damage because that is definitely arm damage that did that. The arena damage is also not on. This thing is so fun to drive around, dude. I love it. Yeah, I need to enter it. I mean, this thing is gonna be in the fight for 32, but it is gonna be a fun ass fight for 32, dude. It is gonna be wild. This is gonna be a single elimination bracket to get one spot. Like, there's gonna be like 64 entrants into it, I'm pretty sure. It just started. Look at that. I mean, you do have to slow down a little bit sometimes because, like, you get flipped over. you immediately try to start driving, it will start flipping you back. Like that. But I mean, it's fun. I don't care. I'm getting pinned by fucking Gareth. That's funny. Okay, yeah, my flipper is starting to run out of power. Alright, yeah, I like the thing. Alright, let's get it one more match. Level 9. Tubular. Can it even function? Okay, no, yeah, it has. There's enough space. I wasn't sure. Tubular's funny as hell. Like, look at this fucker. I made this for a prompt of the month that I never actually entered for some reason, even though I had a finished robot for it. Because this thing originally was a featherweight. And it wasn't even a good featherweight, I think. I mean, actually, it wasn't as bad as... And this thing has, like... There are, like, 3... I mean, I guess it has the general design of the original Tubular. It just has this massive-ass spinner for... It just made the spinner really tall in comparison. And just, like, the entire robot just a little bit larger than it should be. I say a little bit. It's so large. So fucking large, dude. I love it. Funny as hell. Main thing is, though, does this thing die when just getting hit a few times by a large-ass spinner that... Honestly, this is probably not even that good of a test, even though its spinner is very large and very dangerous. Okay. Gotten hit a few times. It's actually doing a decent job. But yeah, taking the hits, which is kind of what I need to see, right? I mean, obviously, it theoretically should be fine with that, because, like, you know, it is a almost full Hardox wedge, and everything else is, like, titanium. Which, you know, pretty good. I just don't trust anything because it's flipping incredible, who just refuses to have any armor. Yeah, I really like it. It's really fun. Okay. Let me also throw it against, let's do one more match, and then I'll probably end stream and try to get some sleep, even though I am having a lot of fun with this thing. Throw it against Sunset Racer. Let's throw in Brick Boss 2024. I think there might be an updated arena. Actually, let me actually check quick if there's like a different arena. Game build. Five 5.0. Let me see. So it is a new arena. I think this one's 4.0. I think. But I mean, it is going to be a very similar arena. It doesn't really matter. It's going to have walls. That is my win condition. You know how it'd be. Or maybe you don't. You probably don't. Like that, yeah. Alright, yeah. I think that's been enough. I should probably get some sleep. Might as well send the robot. If I have to make updates, I have to make updates, but like Let me actually check signups right now of BrickBoss 5.0 because there's already 37 signups. It's wild. Oh yeah, I should probably check wedge angle. I mean, it should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, even if it was like one more, it's like fully chill. Okay, wait. Looks like it can do a little bit more updating of this thing because it is still a bit jank. Okay, I feel like he's gonna be tie though. All right. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit more. Might need to take another day to do stuff. Because I think there's still a lot more that I can fix. Because there's definitely some more jank. I just either haven't noticed or just don't care to fix right now. I mean, like, these are very, very big pieces that really do not need to exist. Like, how many? I might check. Yeah, it's pretty minimal for wedge pieces here. I mean, it's not terrible. Definitely could do worse, but like, you know, could also do better. This is completely fine though. What that is a lot of stuff, and they're probably clipped a little bit into each other, which doesn't matter because they are just cubes. Like those are fine to be clipped together because, you know, otherwise it's so obnoxious. But like, you know, hell. All right, yeah. We'll deal with the rest of that later. Yeah. I'll be seeing you at some point, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming. Probably not too often, but, you know. Nice little stream. Alright, bye.